Hey, Dope here from Kingdom 110. I'm just going to give you a little guide on how to set up a new farm, set up a new account, set up your farm, and then just some basic principles of farming. So when you're in your account, just click up at your profile, go to settings, account, and make sure that you have already bound your account. So in this case, my account is bound to my Google account. From here, you just go start new game and select your kingdom. So in my case, I'm Kingdom 110. And go start new game. You get this warning. It says, "Are you sure you want to start a new game?" The data of the current game has been bound, so that's what you're looking for. You want to make sure that it has been bound, so you can recover it later by switching accounts. So that's correct. I want to do that, and then that'll set up a new account. When you set up a new account, you'll have to run through all this nonsense. Oh no, piggy. Yeah, so this is the same on mobile. I'm doing it on desktop, but it's exactly the same process on mobile. Just make sure, like I said, number one, most important thing is that you have bound your existing account. The point where you want trying to get is where you get this first gem. Maybe it's the first one or the second one. Alright, so then once you've gotten through that, you want to come up here and make sure that you're in the right kingdom. I've had the case where it put me in the wrong kingdom, so I can see that this is the right kingdom. This is my alliance here. Yeah, so definitely in the right kingdom. And then what you want to do is go in here and account, and then you want to bind this account to either your FunPlus email or Facebook. Do that under account management. I think in this case, here you want to go bind it here. Slightly different process on mobile, but I'm sure you can figure it out. So now you've got the farm set up, so I'm just going to run through some basics on most important things you want to do on your farm, or like just some guiding principles. So let me just open up my actual farm here. At the moment I run 2 farms. Cool thing about desktop is you can run multi-instance, so you can run 3 or 4 games at the same time without an issue. Okay, so the first principle that I want to talk about is you want to make sure, figure out what your farm is for. For me, the farm is for just about maximizing the number of resources I can get. So in terms of what buildings to upgrade, you always want to make sure that your resource buildings are as high as your stronghold. That's the number one most important thing. Don't upgrade your warehouse. What the warehouse does is it keeps resources from being, when you attack the account or when you attack the estate, limits the number of resources that you can take. So a higher warehouse protects more resources. I had to upgrade this to get up to Stronghold 21. Most people run their farms at either 19, to go up to Stronghold 19 or 20. That's the point where you get three of each resource building. And that's fine for most people. I just had the time, so I went a little bit higher. Another building that you may want to upgrade is this munitions exchange. Every day you can come in here and get, in this case I just got 15,000 silver for not doing anything, so that's really great. Okay, so resource buildings, that's number one most important. You can see my troop buildings are not very high. I haven't put much time. The only way I upgrade these is if it's required by one of the quests. I'm kind of stuck on these quests. I don't really want to progress further than this, so I haven't bothered increasing my hospitals or military tents. Then the other thing that is very important on your farm is you don't want too many troops. As you may know, if you have a lot of troops, they consume food, and if they consume food, that means your food's not accumulating. So what I find is if you come into your profile and go under where your power level is, under estate stats, you want to keep your total upkeep. So total upkeep is because of your troops. You want to keep your total upkeep lower than your basic production. What that means is that at all times, this number here will be accumulating. So if you don't log onto your farm for a long time, your food continues to accumulate and your troops don't eat it all. If you look at your main, let me just swap over to my main account here, and we look at those estate stats, you can see that there's my basic productions at 62,000, but my upkeep is at 1.4 million. So I basically can't store any food in this account at all. Okay, so coming back to the farm, resource buildings, number 1, 2, keep your troops low, keep your total upkeep below your basic production. And then the other thing is research. In terms of research, you want to focus on getting your economy research as high as you possibly can. So you want to keep your grain production, silver production, all of this stuff as high as possible. That just means that your farm will continue to accumulate resources while you're not on it. Cool, that's just the basics. I'll make another video on going through some more like in-depth stuff on the farm and how to really maximize it. Yeah, let me know if you got any specific questions and I'll try to answer them.